Hi, I'm Hannah, and this is In the Lab with Grain Millers. I'm going to be making a gluten-free oat bread featuring this Grain Millers whole oat flour. So the first thing I'm going to be doing with this gluten-free bread is creating a yeast sponge. What I'm going to need for that is some warm water, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, some honey, and some dry active yeast. So I'm just going to whisk this together and let it sit for about 10 minutes so that the yeast can start to develop. When making a gluten-free bread, you want to make sure you have the right blend of flours and starches. I'm going to be using the Grain Millers whole oat flour, some cornstarch, some brown rice flour, and then a little bit of salt. So now that all the dry ingredients are in the bowl, I'm going to just whisk this together so it's homogeneous. So here I have some water and some psyllium husk. So when this is added to water, it forms this nice thick gel, and that really helps to incorporate air into our dough. So since we don't have the gluten network, we need something to kind of give us structure and to hold everything together and thicken it up. This will do that for us, and it'll help make a great dough. All right, so now that we've whisked the water and psyllium husk together, we've formed this nice gel. So remember, we have our sponge that we were setting aside and let rise for 10 minutes. So now that this is ready, I'm going to be adding this with the dries into my psyllium gel mixture. So now that our dough is done, I went ahead and greased a container. Now we're going to let this dough rise overnight in the refrigerator. All right, so now that the dough has risen overnight, we're ready to pour that onto a floured surface. I'm just going to use some whole oat flour, and then we're going to knead that into a ball. Instead of spraying the bottom of this or laying down parchment paper, I'm just going to put a little bit of rolled oats on the bottom of the pot so that our dough doesn't stick. I'm going to be topping the bread with a little bit of water and some Grain Millers rolled oats. Now that our dough is proofed, it's ready to bake. Now our gluten-free oat bread is ready to enjoy. I hope you enjoy this gluten-free oat bread. This is Hannah in the lab. To learn about the functionality of Grain Millers ingredients, visit grainmillers.com. Our technical sales team can help identify the right product for your formulation. We can't wait to hear from you.